Hey, this is Nick Nilsson, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and let me just start by saying you're going to absolutely hate me for this one if you give this a try. I love this one, so kind of tells you a little something about it. What we're going to do here is a dumbbell pullover, bench end, dragon flag, leg raise, hip thrust. Not kidding. This is basically a bunch of different abdominal movements all wrapped up into one horrific package. What you're going to do here, and this is the more advanced version, you can also do this on the floor as a kind of a starter version. This is going to be a pullover to start with, but you're going to use that pullover isometrically to counterbalance your legs while doing a dragon flag instead of holding onto the bench. So you're going to hold that dumbbell behind your head just like you would be doing the start of a pullover. When you're in that position, you're going to use that counterbalance, and this needs to be enough weight to counterbalance a good portion of your body weight. So I'm using a 105-pound dumbbell here. This is going to be the challenging part because you have to be strong enough to hold that in position as you're also strong enough to hold your legs in that position. So you're going to bring your legs up, lower down slowly, bring your lower back around the bottom end of the bench. That's the bench end part. You are going to get a good flexion in that spine, in your lumbar spine. This is going to involve the lower aspect of the abdominals. You can't fully isolate them, but this is going to put massive isometric tension on the entire rectus abdominis, and then as you wrap your lower back around the end, stretches that lower aspect even more. What you're going to do then, leg raise. Bring your back up and around, bringing your legs up and over into a hip thrust. As you're coming up, you're actually going to bring that dumbbell in closer over your body. That way, you're getting almost like a weighted crunch as you're doing that, as you're bringing your legs up, as you're bringing your hands down, then you're bringing your legs and your upper back, your lower back, I should say, up and off the bench. So just your shoulders, your upper back are on the bench. Then you're going to repeat the process. Lower that dumbbell back behind your head, stretch it out, get that counterbalance, bring your legs back into that dragon flag position again. So that's the exercise, very simple, right? Here's what it looks like. What you want to do here, set that dumbbell on end at the other end of the bench. You might have to experiment a little to get the distance right. Sit on the end of the bench. Now, hook right around the waistband of your shorts or your pants, whatever you're wearing, right off the end of the bench. This is where the misery comes into play. Trust me on this. Reach back. Get into position. Now, bring that dumbbell up. Now, this is also going to require some balance if you're doing it on a bench, which is specifically why this is a more advanced version. You can also do this on the floor without the lower back hooked around the end of the bench. So, feet up, down. So that's the exercise. As you can see, this one is an absolute beast for your core. Now, I would actually recommend that you don't start with this bench version. I did, but I'm nuts. Start with this same kind of exercise done on the floor. That way, if you do find that your balance isn't quite right and you need to develop that skill with a dumbbell, you're doing it just on the floor, you can just set the dumbbell down to either side. The next progression might be a step riser. Finally, once you're ready, then go to a bench and potentially even have a spotter standing by in case you need it. But bottom line, this is a monster exercise. If you really want to challenge your core and your determination to fight through things, give this one a shot. I think you're going to like it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Now, if you want to get more training videos just like this one, be sure to click on either of those two videos over on the left.